The magic you crave lies within the action you're avoiding. For most of 2024, I felt like I was standing in the middle of a storm, lost, heavy, and unsure how to find my way out. I learned a lot of hard lessons this year. Falling out of relationships with close friends was a heartbreak I wasn't prepared for, and I surely didn't expect the impact it would have on my identity. Depression crept in like a shadow, slowly stealing my joy and connection to the world. I was going through the motions, just keeping my head enough above water to breathe. I craved a life that felt alive, full of love, passion, and purpose. I wanted to wake up every day excited to live, but instead I avoided the hard truths lingering in my anxious heart. I numbed myself, silenced my voice, and played small, all while convincing myself I'd feel better eventually. Deep down, I was terrified of failing, of being too much, or maybe not enough. Because when I was at my lowest point in need of support, that's when I lost the people I cared about. When I became vulnerable, it was taken advantage of. Everything began to change when I decided to get brutally honest with myself. If I had to face the uncomfortable truths about my habits, my fears, and my patterns, I had to ask myself, why do I keep holding myself back? Why do I let other people's opinions of me have so much power? That's when I realized something life-changing. I had been attaching my identity to my relationships with other people. Their approval, their opinions, and their perception of me had become the foundation of who I thought I was. Untangling myself from that attachment was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it set me free. I stopped caring what anyone thought of me, and for the first time, I let go of the need to be liked or understood, and I discovered a level of peace I didn't know was possible. Letting go of people's perceptions of me felt like breaking chains I'd been dragging my whole life. I finally gave myself permission to live for me, to show up fully, and to not apologize for who I am. In October, I started pouring into myself again. I began moving my body, reconnecting with my fitness journey, and honoring the strength I had ignored for so long. I journaled through the pain and let myself feel everything I had been avoiding. I asked myself the hard questions. What do I really want? What am I afraid of? Why am I holding myself back? The answers weren't always easy to face, but they changed everything. I realized that the life I had been craving wasn't out there waiting for me. It was already inside of me. I had just been too afraid to claim it. I had been afraid to shine, to take up space, and to step into the person I knew I was meant to be. So when I started showing up for myself, I stopped waiting for permission, and I started creating the life I wanted. I embraced my passions unapologetically, reignited my love for fitness, and let myself dream big again. I found joy in the small, everyday moments and hope in the process of becoming. The truth is, the magic you crave, the life you dream of, doesn't exist outside of you. It's not in a perfect relationship, a job, or a destination. It's in the action you're avoiding. It's in the hard conversations, the risks, the self-investment, and the choice to show up, even when you're scared. My 2024 was one of the hardest years of my life, but it also was one of the most transformative. I was forced to fight to find myself again. Untangling myself from other people's perceptions allowed me to step into my power, and when I did, I discovered that everything I had been searching for was already within me. So if you're standing in the storm like I was, know this: the magic you're searching for isn't out there. It's in you. It's waiting for you to take the first step, to face your fear, and to believe you're worth it, because you are.